Hello and greetings, my fellow Londarkians, and welcome back to the Forlorn Muskeg map tour. Yes, this should probably we might need one more video, but I'm gonna kind of highly doubt it. We are making pretty good progress. This is the third video of the series, and we've got a good think. Yeah, here this is to Mystery Lake. We've done that. I got it out of order here a little bit, but this is pretty much covers everything on this side, Hat Creek. We also covered the transition area to go to Mountain Town, Milton as well. Right now we're a little bit came across, and we're going to start mapping this out. Of course, on to our left here, this will be the entrance to Broken Railroad. And then on a little bit of the right here, we have an entrance to Forlorn Muskeg as well. So that's what we'll be covering today. Alright, I actually did pass about a day or so. Just because I wanted to get, the big thing is, what we needed. I needed a lot of charcoal. Alright. And the weight's a little bit high, We're still alright, though. We'll get that well-fed buff. Will, that's the only well-fed you're ever gonna get. Alright. Let's get out and let's get started. Actually, we do check. If we want to do the proper cartography and you want to follow along at home as well. Oops, whoopsie. There we go. Surveyed locations. Go to Forlorn Muskeg. Force reveal, so a little bit of a spoiler. Alright, we still gotta get the radio towers to the Broken Railway. The other cave system, the bunkhouses. Actually, we're right next to the bunkhouses, so why don't we just go do that? Apologies, is slightly off. I apparently didn't save at the end of the last tour video. So maybe we actually did do the bunkhouses, but it is just directly across this way, so it'll be pretty easy to get. Not really gonna grab anything at the moment since I'm pretty... generally in essence, you shouldn't probably carry this much gear. But this is more of a tutorial video, so... yeah, we'll just be showing off the map, which I think this is a good way to learn Forlorn Muskeg. It is one of the easier maps to know. The big thing you'll want to know is in fog. And in a blizzard, this can be pretty rough. If you're in a blizzard and you're near the railroad tracks, stay on those tracks. I would say even get out to a different map. Finding your way here, not impossible, but yeah. Accidentally hitting that thin ice can be a bit of a bad day. So we're gonna head over here. Gonna skirt the edge. A little bit of thin ice over here. Getting a little bit cold. And usually what I would do also pick a Pilgrim series for this is the weather is generally pretty good. So we're not getting a ton of bad weather. Could definitely do the series in Interloper, but yeah, the weather's going to be bad all the time. Have to concentrate more on survival. This is generally the easier way to do it. Alright, so we're over here by the bunkhouses. Make sure we get in the proper way. There we go. Alright, let's do some cartography. Hey, alright, there we go. Then let's have a good look. Anything else close by? And we did grab that one, right? I wanted to say... I mean, I think you can kind of grab that. We'll head back to that just in case. Now, are all three of the towers on here? Let's just double check that. We got 9 out of 14 for this. Very good. Did I not get the Musket Overlook? Actually, I could have sworn we did. Yeah, just the 2 shortwave towers. Alright, we'll have to go get that then. You see, it's very what we'll learn. The Musket Overlook is kind of right about there. So we actually have to go by Hat Creek. Not sure why I didn't grab that. Probably got distracted. It's a nice, calm, relaxing video series. No worries. Very chill. Yeah, but let's go get that radio tower next. And we'll kind of swing around and... But I probably should. Now that I'm being very wishy-washy. Because when we want to grab the Forlorn Muskeg entrance area. Which is not very far from here. So remember, when you do get out of the Forlorn Muskeg transition, when you get out of Bleak Inlet, you want to get over, hang a left instead of a right. Because the right, if going right will take you to Broken Railroad, and left will get you bring over to Spencer's, Old Spence Farmstead, and then to Mr. Lake. And can get, even the veterans, you can get switched around on the map on occasion. I might just go grab. Since the higher your cartography up, the more ground you can cover. I want to try to fill out all the spots we can. Don't really need any more inventory right now. We do have a bit of this, so I grabbed a little bit more. Very nice. It'll be just over this way here. Be able to make fairly good time. And, alright. Entrance area should be just over here. You just kind of stick to the end here, and you should... really can't miss as long as you hug the wall. And concerning sticks and firewood out here, not a great abundance. We also, we do have some maple. Wouldn't generally say no to it. You'll go through your first bow relatively quickly. Alright, so we do have the maple. I don't believe this is transitionary. I believe this is actually a cave before that. We'll get a good surveyings to see where we're at. Sometimes the fog, it makes it seem like you're a little farther than you actually are. I could be wrong on the cave, but oh yeah. It's one of the darker caves, really. It is quite... Ooh. Let's get a good bearing on where we are. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. And yeah, it is kind of spooky back here, really. I think we could use a nap today, but I'm going to keep on keeping on for a little bit. It is a little bit farther along. Oh, you do have some coffee, though. I know it's not warm, and it's probably been in your backpack for a couple days, but not bad. Continuing. And we'll cartography every little bit, just to give you a good feeling on the map. And of course, as always, you can go look up the maps as well, but I feel like that, yeah, it's not quite as enjoyable. This will help you get a kind of a non-spoiler visual feel of the map without endangering your run. Keep on keeping on. Take a second to do some more cartography here. We do have a bit of charcoal. Yeah, that just sums it up nicely right there. And then we'll hang a sharp right, and we should be getting, I think, fairly close. And there we go. This is the cave we're going to be going into. Bleak Inlet. Guess I got the wrong cave again. Nope, I got it right. Alright, let's go do that real quickly. Not always a deer carcass at front. I think it's about 50-50. Alright, to the cave system. Alright, and I feel like we should go grab this real quick as well. There's a kind of just nothing really over there. If you just follow this along, you will come up over to that side. Yeah, you'll make your way back to Mystery Lake. I wonder if we just go kind of over here. Would this give us a good vantage point of the area? There's not a whole lot to talk about in this little corner. Give a good overview here. Let's get another little bit. Alright, and that basically just kind of curves along the side there. Let's make our way back. And we'll just eat something, man. I don't know. You do you. I have way more gear than we need for this. Probably when we do Ash Canyon, I'll go in there fresh, probably pretty light. Make our way back. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll pop out and I'll rejoin us when we're back to the next day at the old Spence farmstead. But remember, all you pretty much got to do is head straight back this way, and that'll take you there. Alright, so we do have the maple. I don't believe this is transition area. I believe this is actually a cave before that. We'll get a good surveys to see where we're at. Sometimes the fog, it makes it seem like you're a little farther than you actually are. I could be wrong on the cave, but oh yeah. It's one of the darker caves, really. It is quite... Ooh. Let's get a good bearing on where we are. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, it is kind of spooky back here, really. Thinking we could use a nap today, but I'm going to keep on keeping on for a little bit. It is a little bit farther along. Oh, you do have some coffee, though. I know it's not warm, and it's probably been in your backpack for a couple days, but not bad. Continuing, and we'll cartography every little bit, just to give you a good feeling on the map. And of course, as always, you can go look up the maps as well, but I feel like that, yeah, it's not quite as enjoyable. This will help you get a kind of a non-spoiler visual feel of the map without endangering your run. Keep on keeping on. I'll take a second to do some more cartography here. We do have a bit of charcoal. Yeah, that just sums it up nicely right there. And then we'll hang a sharp right, and we should be getting, I think, fairly close. And there we go. This is the cave we're going to be going into. Bleak Inlet. Guess I got the wrong cave again. Nope, I got it right. Alright, let's go do that real quickly. Not always a deer carcass at front. I think it's about 50-50. Alright, to the cave system. Alright, I feel like we should go grab this real quick as well. There's a kind of just nothing really over there. If you just follow this along, you will come up over to that side. Yeah, you'll make your way back to Mystery Lake. I wonder if we just go kind of over here with this, give us a good vantage point of the area. There's not a whole lot to talk about in this little corner. Give a good overview here. Let's get another little bit. Alright, then that basically just kind of curves along the side there. Let's make our way back. And we'll just, eat something, man. I don't know. You do you. I have way more gear than we need for this. Probably when we do Ash Canyon, I'll go in there fresh, probably pretty light. Make our way back. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll pop out and I'll rejoin us when we're back to the next day at the old Spence farmstead. But remember, all you pretty much got to do is head straight back this way, and that'll take you there. Alright, Long Darkins. Fairly uneventful trip back. I did get a little bit too tired because we were carrying a mountain of gear, so I kind of had to auto-walk it, and it was not the most interesting event. I kind of out-tabbed for a second, but alright. I did do a little bit more cartography on the way back, though, just to illuminate that a little bit. Basically, you don't have too much. It's just a lot of going on a path through here. We'll try to clear that out a little bit more, but it's nothing you need for the cartography achievement. And basically, you can almost see like that from there as well. We'll actually get out and give you a kind of a bit better view here, because you can actually, just don't know if the draw distance is far enough. Yeah, you can kind of see it. All the way over to Broken Railroad a little bit. Alright, first off, we're going to get the next spot. Another shortwave tower over here. Let's set up real quick. Calories, yeah, we're doing quite well. It's a little cold, but not too bad. And gear-wise, I am, insanely heavy. I'm just trying to eat my way through it, though. Alright, so we'll head back in this area. Maybe do a little bit more cartography along the way, but I think this should be location 10 of 14. The wolf. Remember, on Pilgrim, they always run away, so don't stress out about it. On Interloper, though, you should probably run. Get ready to run. Alright. Almost here. You can see the other shortwave tower just across the way there. I thought we had grabbed that one, so that's a little weird. Might be the other one back there, though. Grab this real quick. Another beautiful day. Yeah, in the middle of the map, other besides the straight line on the railway there, they're just little tiny patches you will have to follow. The map has a very kind of intricate design, as you'll have to go along a certain path, and sometimes, usually, especially depending on your difficulty, there's always a bear, like right around the straight area here, there's always a bear or like a wolf in the way, and it's very nice level design, I feel. We'll go get that cave as well. Since I'll have plenty of charcoal left, we have been using it quite a bit. Make sure we get this one. I was also the great advice in the long dark. Always take a second to admire the view even though you are freezing to death. It's quite lovely. And I don't think we're going to be able to put this one back together. It looks, might have a bit of a problem. Alright, so we'll get this really quickly, and then we'll try to update our journal here. Alright, and that is just to the left there. We grabbed that tower, so it actually got to be this one. I do want to grab that cave as well, though. I don't think it's on the list, but did we really grab it? I don't think we did. No, it just kind of... We got close, but we didn't quite grab it. I was thinking we needed Marsh Ridge, but we don't. We actually did grab Marsh Ridge, I believe. Oh, we've also got ourselves a dead body. Always good for us, but not so good for them.
Hope I can still eat this.
Yeah, we'll take it. Don't need that. Let's grab this as well. Really, relatively, we'll want to grab... That should be the last remaining kind of bit there. Well, no, we should go all the way and grab this too, though. Yeah, you want to get the way towards Mystery Lake, I believe. Or wait, what side? I'm almost confusing myself. Now we're heading over to a broken railroad. Alright, so let's head over. I'm confused. Look up high up here will tell you exactly where you are. A little further along, we can see the rail line there. You can noted by the power lines. I might just use that to go straight across. Might skip a little bit to our next direction since it is a little bit backtracking, but nah, we probably will cover that. I don't think we've run across straight away yet. So do be aware on Stalker and Interloper, it's a little bit more dangerous as there are quite a few wolves in between there. We're actually on our right here. We have another cache. We might do a little bit of cartography here. For the Lost Cairn. Beautiful, beautiful view. Alright, illuminated another little bit there. Actually, you can tell this is the way to Broken Railroad because it's got all the little, I think I would call it a log car instead of the poacher's camp. Got that as well. Then I'll kind of probably spend the day just going across the railroad tracks. And Broken Railroad, that'll be a pretty easy map to give a tour of because it's only one way in or out. Several locations, but nothing, you know, really insanely big. Usually you'd go out there just for target practice, because there are a number of wolves by the maintenance yard. They do now have a forge out there as well. I want to keep grabbing cartography every little bit to flesh this out. We're actually almost there. Yeah, but not quite. And we've gotten most of that, so really just this kind of middle and the corner here. Alright. And then we'll go straight across. You want to make sure you're about right at the entrance here. Tardy, you're not doing too bad. I just have getting some coffee real quick too. Alright. Here we are. Alright, and that is the Broken Railroad. Let's just say you're coming across from Mystery Lake. You're just gonna head straight on. Hop off to your left if you want to go to Bleak Inlet. And then on to the right side if you want to go to Milton. Straight ahead, yeah, if you do want to go to Broken Railroad. And then just want to go back to Mystery Lake. Boom, there you go. Let's take a second as well. Take our survey locations. Only actually have 2 left. It should be the Shortwave Tower and the Mystery Musket Overlook. Alright, so we just got 2 places left. Nice. If you were lucky enough to get this early, because I was a little too bit lazy when there's only like 3 maps, you actually could get the Faithful Cartographer achievement. Now it's a little bit more work. They have made it a lot easier to get all the locations, know where they are, and get them checked off your list, so you don't have to remember that. Alright, so really we've actually our 2 locations are all in one spot pretty much. The Musket Overlook and our last shortwave radio tower. They are both. I wonder if we can catch a good eye of that straight ahead. Might be, the distance might be a little too much. We'll work cartography in here a little bit. Let's just refill that out. I think we've got a little bit more we can go. And do I have any coffee? It might not be a bad idea. We do have a little bit of coffee. Although it is a bit windy as I'm saying that. Why don't we take a second? Wouldn't hurt to take a rest. I did finish a book while we were sleeping earlier. 100%. Why don't we grab that? And we'll get up some coffee here real quick. Make this journey a little bit easier. So we're just going to be going straight across the railroad tracks. Pretty easy. I think one of the easiest parts of the map to do. But we won't gloss over it too much. Other than to be very careful. Especially on your higher difficulty levels. Because, yeah, they are definitely out in force. Especially like on Stalker. Even a little bit less on Interloper. But alright, let's get me some coffee. Put our energy up here. Fortunately, with coffee, you kind of have to be thirsty, unfortunately. So I might actually just... It only needs to be a smidgen, really, to drink it, though. So let's drink that as well. You just need to be the slightest bit thirsty. Alright, so let's grab that up. And let's go. Definitely warming up well. And it will generally take you about a third of the day. Maybe, depending on good pace you're making, maybe about half a day at most to get across. Definitely better, as you can see, on a clear day. You can see most sides of the map. There's the Hat Creek. We've got the shortwave tower. Marsh Ridge on that side. Hopefully this series made you a little bit more familiar with this map, especially if you're newer to the Long Dark. There are also really many great map guides, other guides on Steam. Check those out as well. And I have about several thousand Long Dark videos now at this point if you do need more help. We also, a lot of cattail stock out here. Quite a bit. Remember, cattail stock also doesn't go bad, so. And for a little bit here, the railway kind of sinks into the ice. Just keep your head down in the blizzard, keep going straight ahead. Make sure you follow the railroad tracks. You'll be fine. We haven't done that for a while, so I'm gonna grab one. I should have done that a little bit back, but I mean, it's just in a straight line. Alright, now we're about here. We're not too much longer, and then we'll divvy off to our right here. And we're heading towards the eastern part of the map. I went into something somebody always did tell me, and I never checked to make sure. If I drop one stick, it does face north. Yeah, because that tail end, I'm going to believe I'm right, because if we're facing east, yeah, then that would be, yeah, it does face straight north. What if I drop another stick? Let's say I'm going to face over here. And we'll drop a stick. Yeah, okay, well, there you go. If you ever need to find north, drop a stick. I think I actually knew that originally, then I forgot again. I've been doing this so long. Generally a little bit tired, but I think we're making pretty good progress. Getting on the wind down of this Forlorn Muskeg. I want to make sure I got this one done, just in case because Ash Canyon is coming up. And I'll maybe try to work on Broken Railroad next, before Ash Canyon if we have time. Otherwise, we'll do it afterwards. And there again is, once again, the Poacher's Camp. We covered that at the beginning of the video. But generally, yeah, it didn't take too long. We'll start veering off towards our right. Remember, there's a fire barrel in there. A little bit of other supplies. So a desperate way, if you got somewhere you need to spend the night, that is better than nothing. At least you're out of the cold a little bit, but not enough unless you would need a fire, generally speaking. Different music stinger. Gonna be a little rougher since the fog's obscuring. Not horribly, but one thing you can't control in the Long Dark, the weather. Can hose you quite a bit of time. I've had a blizzard go into another, like an hour, no blizzard, then another blizzard, so. Alright. Something to also be aware of, with the fog, distance will seem a bit farther than it actually is. This is one of the crazy mechanics they have in Long Dark. I'm not even sure, I'm 100% sure how they do that, but it is very interesting indeed. I do believe the Polaroid location is up here as well. Okay. We do have a bit to go. We get up a little bit higher ground, we might be able to see it. Yeah, I might throw a charcoal real quick. Got a little bit of that side. Yeah, we've got a little bit ways to go. Trying to be on our left side. Fog is making it a little rough. Keep an eye open. Also remember, you also stick on each side of the map on the very edge, on the where the wall is. You really can't get too lost if you do stick to the walls. So we'll kind of always will. We're in the middle of a tour. Kind of rude. Getting a bit more tired with all that extra weight, though. Understandable, but I'm not letting you drop any of it. Look around the edge here. Actually getting quite a bit more fog than I'd like, but yeah, it is kind of settling into a heavy fog. Just remember, we're hugging the side here. Should be coming up relatively soon. A bit closer. I might. One of it's too foggy for this now. Nah. We're a bit too much. I might stop for the night. Speaking of, we might actually. We do have a snow shelter. Not a bad idea. I was going to, alright. I'm gonna eat you. I really need... Nah, I think we're pretty good. Energy drink? I might just... Yeah, thank you. For some reason there's a... Oh, never mind. Answer my own question. Been a while since I've been in a snow shelter, apparently. But alright, so... Oh, it's just not going to be a good tour. We can't see what we're doing, so why don't we... Done some wilderness cooking. How much we can get done, and we'll get some sleep and take off in the morning. I'd be able to get this done. It's too dark.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Yeah, I don't know. But alright, let's heat up real quick. Generally, you want to kind of leer away from anything that's low condition. Unless you got cooking 5, then pretty much a YOLO. Might just drink some sodas here. Make that a bit easier. Alright, not bad. Let's get some sleep here. And generally, yeah, Pilgrim, I'm not going to worry. Not going to get too cold. Pilgrim, you pretty much just, you have to go out of your way to get killed. Alright. So, yeah, we got a little bit of time. Can I get some cartography now? Alright, there we go. So then we're going to come up this way. They're not too relatively far from there. I just want to... it doesn't look too foggy. We have another soda. Cut down some of the weight. Alright, so we're going to cup over.
Another night.
Interesting that it's a location, but it's not a location. Interesting indeed. Cut across. This guy's pretty dead. Don't really need a feather.
Could end up being useful.
Hey, I'll take it though. so we'll hug the edges a little bit. Can't quite get up that way. Yeah, we can actually see the shortwave tower from here. That was Will's. I actually don't think we have a... I don't think I have any cloth. Well, it's fine. He can walk it off. I mean, he has one good... Why can't he just run on the one good ankle? Oh, okay, that's why. That was cold. That was very cold. Alright, well, sorry, Will, we're getting this done either way.
That hurts.
You know you have no ankles, we're still getting this done.
So good.
Alright, so we should be able to swing around here. And that's his wrist. Wow, even in Pilgrim, there's just no love for Will. Alright, so let's keep on keeping on.
I don't feel so good.
Have to go back this way a little bit. Well, actually, we kind of came out here for near Bleak Inlet. I think we might have even saw that. Want to make sure we grabbed the other stuff before we did this.
That hurts.
I think you're okay. There.
That hurts.
I might just let him sleep just so he'll stop doing that. How many hours do you need? You need about 4 hours. Alright. I feel this is kind of wasteful, Will, but you know...
I don't feel so good.
He's not going to stop. It will just be 20 minutes of him just going on about him and his issues. Hopefully the weather is still relatively good. I don't think I've had a blizzard yet in this map tour series. Pilgrim, they just don't get blizzards. Well, we do get a little bit of a heavy fog, though. Hopefully that'll clear up. It should be a beautiful day. Alright, so we're hugging that wall on the left. Now there's a little bit of an opening here. You'll see some reishi mushrooms on the right. I'd have to wait to cartography this out. Fortunately, generally, Forlorn Muskeg is because it's kind of a swamp area, is more prone to fog. I cannot see a thing almost. Not a bad area. Definitely a pavilion in the Wintermute story episode. Going ahead. Alright, so this is the Musket Overlook. We have a backpack over there. Let's... Yeah, it's more visible conditions. So, why don't we put that away and just sleep and hope that clears up a little bit. And is it still... Alright, past an hour then. Alright, no, just... We can sit here all day, we really can. Come on. Oh, really, game, you're It vexed me a little bit. I do have the 2 locations right here, but...
Is it food or...
Hey, wool ear wrap. Alright, I'm not going to say no to it. Just keep... we'll go wait an hour, because we're waiting on the weather, apparently. Oh, hey! Alright, there we go. This might get... Musket Overlook? Yes, okay. Very nice. Let's confirm that in... locations real quick. Yeah, 13 out of 14. So we really just have 1 more to go. Yeah, that was shortwave radio tower, which is right over there. Kind of interesting they have 2 areas, I mean, for the cartography that are just literally right next to each other. Alright, so let's head up and over. Relatively nice area, too. A deer carcass as well. Alright, let's mark this occasion with 1 more cartography. Bit of firewood. And we got a dead body. And nah, sadly had nothing, but... weirdly enough, this one did not have a location. That was the shortwave tower, and is that the last one then? I said me mixed signals there, but I think it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's another one down on our tour. If you use cartography, it shouldn't take you more than probably, yeah, 2 to 3 hours in game. It wouldn't be slow, methodical. You can probably maybe copy it and speed run it a little faster, of course, but... Forlorn Muskeg, pretty much a giant, just, yeah, circle around. You can go, yeah, you can go to Broken Railroad, I go to Mystery Lake, to Bleak Inlet, and to Milton. So quite a few areas. I don't think Ash Canyon is going to be in here because there's already so much going on. The map is getting a little bit busy. But generally in here in these areas, there is a hunter's blind right here. I don't think it is a marked location though. But generally just a little bit of islands. And mostly pretty much dead space. Cattails of course, but that's about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed the Forlorn Muskeg tour. Next up, if I can get it out before Ash Canyon, I will, or it'll come after. The next map tour, if Ash Canyon comes up first, we will cover that map in very, very great detail. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button, does help out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.